Hey guys! I haven't done a tag video in probably a year or year and a half, so I think that tag videos allow you to get to know somebody a lot better, and I want you to know more about me. First question is, do you go by a nickname? So for my family, my parents, they call me Jeb, and my best friend Elsie calls me Rome. Some people call me J-Rome when they're drunk, but usually it's Jerome. Number two, when you drive, do you listen to CDs, tapes, the radio, or nothing? So of those four, I would probably listen to the radio or nothing. I don't have a cassette tape player in my car, but usually I just hook up my Spotify to my Bluetooth and then listen to that on there. Are you a window person or an aisle person? I am more of a window person. If it's a short haul flight, like an hour or two, I'll sit in the window. But if it's a long haul, red eye, people are sleeping, 10 plus hours, I will take an aisle seat because I don't want to disturb the person sleeping, and then if I need to go to the bathroom, I'll probably try to go over them, and then knowing my luck, the turbulence will wake them up, and then all of a sudden they're like, who are you? How do you relieve stress? I love listening to music. I think it's a really great escape. Another way to escape is by running. I think that running outside is a great stress reliever and escape for me because it clears my mind. It's a good moment to not think, so those two. What was your favorite childhood TV show? Sailor Moon. I loved that show. That's probably how people thought I was gay when I was little, because I would always pretend I'm doing like the transformation, like moon prism power. Yeah. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grow up? When I was little, I didn't really have any aspirations to do a certain occupation, but I know when I was in high school, I volunteered at the hospital and I was really considering being a pediatrician. Didn't go that route, the medical route, so now I'm here in tech and design. So, what was the best prank you ever pulled off? So, there was one time in college, I slept over at Crystal's dorm room and I had a scary mask and I put it at the foot of her bed. And when she woke up, she saw it, screamed really loudly, woke a lot of people in the dorm room. Let me see if I have a video. But she's a really easy person to scare. If you could have dinner with any three people, whom would you choose? So definitely Beyonce because Beyonce, Channing Tatum because Channing Tatum, and this is gonna be like a wild card, but Agnieszka Radwanska from Poland. She is a professional tennis player. My favorite tennis player, I got to see her last year in Singapore. Those three people for sure. If you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? Pants are really hard to find, and when they fit well, you don't want to lose them. And I unfortunately have the troubles of having a chafing crotch. That sounds gross, but a lot of the pants that I've worn in the past have ripped in the crotch area only because of wear and tear. I don't want to say any specific type of pants, but all the pants. All of the pants. If you could play any instrument, what would you play? So I play the piano, which has been a really great learning skill when I was little. Now I can read music and a little bit more musically inclined. If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear? Maya Angelou. She is a poet and she passed away this past year, I believe. But just listening to her talk and recite her poetry, just inspirational. If you could live in one city for the rest of your life, what would it be? Other than Seattle, I love the Pacific Northwest. I would probably live in London. This past month and a half I was in London for my We in Europe vacations. I put a little card over here so you can take a look at that vlog. But I can see myself living in London. It's like Seattle, but bigger, more things to do, same weather, and a lot more expensive, but I love London. If you can make any fictional character come to life, which would it be? I would say Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask. When you were a kid, what did you dress up for as Halloween? So if I were to choose one standout, that would be the professor from the Powerpuff Girls. I was the professor, and my friends from middle school, Crystal, Elsie, and Jamie, were the three Powerpuff Girls. Do you sleep with your closet's door open or closed? It doesn't really matter to me, but they're usually half open, half closed, because it's like sliding. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? I would probably be the Road Runner. Yes. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? If they are of good quality, definitely yes. You've paid for the room, of course. If you remember Ross from Friends, when they check out the hotel, his whole bag falls open and everything was in the suitcase? That's me. Kind of. Maybe. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? No, that's ratchet and illegal. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I would say in the beginning of the week, I would tuck my sheets in and make my bed, but I don't make my bed every day, so maybe on the second or third day, the sheets are tucked out because I move a lot in my sleep. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Big bear, so I'll give you story time right now. When I was 10 years old, I went camping with my whole family, and we went to the woods, deeper into the woods, with 2 of my cousins. One of my cousins decided to bring a slingshot and slingshot a beehive, and me being me, I'm the loudest out of all of us. I'm screaming bloody murder out of the woods, and I have all these bees inside my clothes, and I call the strangers like help, help. They come and they take off my clothes because obviously there are bees still stuck in my clothing. And so my other cousin, who is not in the woods, sees random people just taking off my clothes. They're like, they're raping Jeb. So needless to say, I hate bees, I hate the sound of them. I want to say more than 30 bees stung me at that moment. And when I was at the hospital, my face was swollen and crazy. They said that if I was allergic to bees, I would have died. What size is your bed? I sleep in a full-size bed. What was the best concert you ever attended? So I'm gonna combine 2, Beyonce and Jay-Z, the On the Run tour and then Beyonce's regular tour. She is amazing to watch live. What is your song of the week? I would say Pia Mia's Do It Again. I have been loving that song. I'll probably put another annotation right over here. It goes like, nice to know you, let's do it again. Do you still watch cartoons? I do not. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? It's been a while. How many languages do you speak? I speak English, obviously, but I don't really speak any other language perfectly. I know a little bit of my parents' dialect, Ilongo, a little bit of Tagalog, a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of Italian, but nothing substantial to speak. Do you believe in ghosts? No. Yes. Maybe? What was your first concert? I don't remember. Cheetos or Fritos? I would say Cheetos. I feel like Fritos are like the bottom of the barrel next to like yellow candy. Like yellow Starburst, yellow Skittles, it's always the last one being eaten. Frito bags, if you have like a big bag of like different variety chips, Fritos are always the last one. Known fact. Can you curl your tongue? No. Ever won a spelling bee? No. And in fact, I'm a pretty good speller when I'm not under the pressure. But 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I attended a spelling bee, and I lost first round all of those years. It's because I get nervous. Own a record player? I do not. Who would you like to see in concert? In fact, later this month, I'm gonna see JoJo in concert. I cannot wait to see her. I've seen her live before. She is amazing. But other than that particular artist, I would like to see Adele. Sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? I would say snickerdoodles. Can you swim well? I would say I'm sufficient at swimming. I'm not like super fast or like an Olympic or a college level swimmer, but I can hold my own. I learned swimming when I was at a young age so that I won't drown. Are you patient? I would say for the most part I am patient, but there's this pet peeve of mine that drives me nuts, and that's when people are late. Being disrespectful of someone's time. And Filipinos are notorious for being late, and that's why they say the words Filipino time. DJ or band at a wedding? I want both. Like, I think it would be so awesome to have a band at your wedding, but you also want the classic favorites to be playing, like the electric slide. I mean, I suppose they can play that, but I would say DJ. Ever won a contest? I did a piano recital contest once, or many times in the past, but I've won one of them. Do you have kids? I do not have kids. Do you want kids? I definitely want kids, just not right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found out a little bit more about myself. I guess this is the time to tag more people, and I will tag 4 people. I will tag Judy from It's Judy Time /Benji. They're like one entity. Mark Miller, PK Creedon, and Seitioko Archeliero. So hopefully this video wasn't too long. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos. If you want to see more tag videos, like or comment below, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!